What's up guys, another video by Fishing Fancy, and today we're going to be smoking sockeye salmon on a special machine. It's kind of like a smoker. It smokes all your meat or fish or any other things you want to smoke. And this is about $130 worth of sockeye salmon. And yeah, we bought it in the summer, somewhere around Ladner. Yeah, we'll just start cutting it up. We're gonna start cutting it up, and then we're gonna put sugar in it. After that, we're gonna obviously smoke it. So let's roll a time lapse of me cutting them up. There guys, we're on our last piece. When we're done this, we're gonna go ahead and put some sugar on it, different spices, and make it really yummy. And then we're gonna put it in our smoker and smoke it tomorrow, because it needs on one night to make the seasoning go in. There. Done. There, as you see guys, like, look at this. This is just beautiful. That's very yummy. Guys, so let's start putting in sugar and salt into our fish and making it seasoned with sugar. Usually when you smoke stuff, you always put sugar in, because then it just turns sweet and it turns very good. So how I like to do it, 1 cup of salt, you put it into a bowl, 1 cup of salt, then you take as much sugar as you want. In my case, 1 bowl, you put it in, you start mixing it completely in with the salt. It kind of depends how you like it, how much salt you want and how much sugar. If you don't want a lot of sugar, you don't put a lot of sugar. If you don't want a lot of salt, but I recommend not putting a lot of salt because it's going to be very, very salty. So now, how I like to do it is, once we're finished mixing in all the things, you take your fish. I cut it on little pieces as you saw earlier. You go like this, we kind of throw it around in the sugar. You kind of rub it in from all sides. It has to be from all sides, because then it'll keep it'll get really seasoned and it'll taste good. There, I'm done 1. Put it into the bowl. Second one. Keep doing this until we're done everything. And right now I'm gonna roll a time lapse so you can see, because it's gonna be like 30 minutes of me doing this. So let's roll that time lapse. So guys, as you saw just now in the time lapse, I was putting this in, and if you haven't noticed already, after every layer of the salmon I was putting, I was sprinkling more sugar on top, like a lot more. And that's because the sugar later, the water out of the fish and all the juices will melt the sugar, and it'll make like this sugar syrup, and the syrup will then make a hard core on top of the fish, and that's why you see on smoked salmon that it's like a hard core on top. It's like sweet core on top. And yeah, it basically just, that is exactly why you put more sugar. And yeah, let's get going with this. There wasn't enough space in this bowl, so we got another bowl right here. Gonna keep putting it in. Roll another time lapse of this. And yeah, see that right now. Okay guys, we just finished doing all the fish. As you see, there's a bunch of sugar on top. It's already melting. So now that we're done doing that, the bowls are full, and on the second bowl, I just started running out of sugar a little bit. So I had to minimize the amount of sugar I was putting on after each layer. So once that's done, put all that in your fridge and let it sit there for the whole night. The next morning, I'll show you guys what's the end result. As you see guys, this is the next morning, and it has been in the fridge all night, and I don't know if you guys see, but that all that like dark stuff, it kind of looks like maple syrup, but that's all the juice of the fish mixed in with the sugar and salt. So it has like a syrup right now. Right now, I'm just gonna wash the meat off the fish, because if you don't wash it off, then it's just too much sugar and it's not gonna be good. You have to wash off the syrup all around because you don't want it to be wet. You want it to be dry. So yeah, I'm gonna wash it and then check up with you guys. So guys, I finished washing the fish. You just do a quick rinse on it. Then you take some metal like plate or something. You take paper towel, you put it all on it, or something that's flat or anything, so it absorbs the water from the fish that's left over. After that, when your fish is left over, you just put it somewhere on a place or something. You put a fan that blows air onto them so the fish dries up a bit. After maybe 4 hours of that drying, you put it in your smoker and let it sit there for I did it for 4 hours because 4 hours makes just the right amount. And after your fish has been on that drying thing that I explained earlier, for like 4 or 3 hours, I usually do it from 3 to 4 hours, like I said earlier, again. And yeah, once it's done doing that, just put it in your smoker and smoke it for as long as you think will be a good amount of time for your fish or meat and your smoker. So that's it for today's video. Basically, you just learned how to prepare your fish for smoking on a smoker. Well, I put my fish into the smoker for 4 hours because for me, my smoker has the temperature that we need for 4 hours of. It really depends on how thick your fish is or how much temperature it is in your smoker, how cold or hot the smoker is. Yeah, it really depends. So I can't tell you guys like how much long for you to smoke it or how hot to put the smoker on. Yeah, well, that's the end of today's video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, tell about this channel to all your friends, and I'm the most dedicated YouTuber to my fans. And that was a joke, but like, yeah. My channel really sucks. Please subscribe. I'll really appreciate if you subscribe. So yeah, that's the end of today. That's the end of today's video, and bye.